Let me ask you a simple question. Why haven't you started? Are you waiting until you have this much experience, till you've learned from this person, till you get and become more reputable and have the authority to be able to do what you want to do until you start? Are you still waiting? Is that why you haven't started? So what I'm going to talk about today is how to start now. Why it's important to start now, and how to be able to feel good about starting now when you've been holding yourself back. It does make sense. It makes sense to get the skills, to take more seminars, to get business coaching, to achieve what you want to be able to achieve before coaching in other people. That makes sense. But the only way that you're going to be able to do that is by doing it. The reason why I know this so well is because I've wasted years and years of my life about becoming an authority, about becoming skillful, about becoming somebody with authority, about becoming somebody who has the experience to be able to pass it on to somebody else in my own way, and being able to achieve that in myself. That doesn't matter. Why doesn't that matter? That doesn't matter because what matters at the end of the day, depending on what you're trying to do, is the results that you get for clients and what your business does for the people who you're serving. It doesn't matter if you've achieved and you have the status to be able to teach other people. What matters is how people feel about the services that you give them, and do you generate results? That's all that matters. Do you generate results? If you can generate results, then that doesn't matter how many years of experience that you have. That doesn't matter that you have this paper degree from Harvard or Yale. I'd rather pay somebody who can get me results than meet somebody who just graduated from Yale or Harvard but doesn't even have the ability to get results. The reason why I'm hammering this so bad is because I've wasted years of my life. To be a dating coach, I transformed my dating life, and it significantly transformed my confidence, my ability to communicate, how I relate, the memories that I have, unforgettable memories, the level of confidence, and how I feel about myself. It's indescribable what it's given me, and the ability for me to feel like I was gonna die alone, and that I'd never be able to get into a relationship with a girl that I actually like, and that I'd have to settle. To be able to go from that to somebody who's just ultra confident, regardless if I fail or not. I welcome failure now. It's not a reflection of me and my identity and my ego that if I fail that it looks bad and I don't want to fail. Yeah, it may sting a little bit here and there, but it's not something that my identity has to be tied to. And I would have never achieved that if I didn't try to figure out for myself. Now, I wanted to change other people's lives in the same way. I wanted to be able to get them the same insights, the same confidence, the same journey and transformation that I had as a person who got out of a 6.5-year relationship and was smothering my tears inside my cubicle because I didn't want anyone to come over and ask me if I was okay. I was listening to sad, rainy day Adele music, thinking that I was over the hill, thinking that I'm never gonna meet another girl as amazing as my ex. And when I did, I was needy. I had all these negative emotions. I wasn't in a great mind state. And that took like a whole year later, and I ruined it. And in that moment, it was a year, and I thought I wasn't gonna get another chance. I thought I was over the hill. I thought that, and at that time I was 26. thought I'm so close to getting to 30, and once I get to 30, girls aren't gonna like me anymore, and I'm gonna lose my chance to date a quality, amazing, attractive girl. Somebody that I'm attracted to physically and mentally on all levels. Going from that to being able to teach people. So what did I think I needed to have? I needed to be able to have the digital marketing. I needed to build a team. I needed to have it in my own life. I needed to work for a huge company to be able to do this. I needed to have a certain amount of years of experience to be able to do it. And then I needed to be able to achieve different parts of that in my own life to be able to achieve it. I spent more years of my life trying to figure it out for myself than actually trying to figure out how to create a business. There's such a big difference. And when I got to this place where I became an authority, I worked for one of the biggest companies in the world as an infield dating coach. I started a podcast with my friends that was getting downloaded in over 150 countries worldwide. I became an authority, but I couldn't get clients. I achieved everything that I wanted to achieve inside my dating life, but I didn't know how to get clients. I didn't know how to get clients. So there's a lot of beliefs inside your heads that you're going to be telling yourself, I need to do this, I need to do this. But the biggest thing that you need to be able to do is to get clients and to be able to help them. If you cannot get that experience, it doesn't matter all the other things that you're trying to do to be able to level up as a coach, as a consultant. Whatever you're doing inside your business is irrelevant if you cannot get your message out there. That's one of the biggest myths and misconceptions, is that you need to have all of this experience and all of the skills to be able to do what you want to do right now. And chances are you already have the skills necessary. Once I learned that I was holding myself back, once I figured out that the main thing I needed to do was to get clients and to get the experience of getting clients who were in the same place as me, to transforming their dating lives. And whatever transformation and outcome you're trying to achieve in your business, doing the same for other people. Because if you can do it for yourself, but you can't replicate it for other people, it's useless. That's why it doesn't matter if you have your life handled in the way that you want to be able to help clients. Because if you have it, but you can't get your clients to have it, you can't get your clients results, it doesn't matter. If you don't have it, but you can get client results, say get clients more clients, get clients more business, to more followers, more leads inside their business. Be able to help them with a specific problem, deliver a specific service. That means a lot more to these clients than if you actually have the outcome inside your life. Is, can you get them that outcome? It doesn't matter as much. Does it help? It does help, but it doesn't matter as much as you think. And if you're holding yourself back because you do not have that inside your life, it doesn't matter. Ask yourself this: does a doctor need to have cancer to be able to treat it for you? Are you going to turn down all these doctors who've never had cancer in their life and treated themselves to going from having cancer to no cancer? No. You're going to go with the most reputable doctor who has a track record of getting clients from having cancer to no cancer. That's what you're looking for. You're looking to a solution to your problem. Your clients in the business that you're going to be creating, that's all they care about. What can you provide for them? Can you solve the problem that they're facing every night, that keeps them up late at night wondering if they're ever going to solve this, or if they're going to have to die in obscurity with this pain and have nobody recognize what they're going through? what I learned to be able to get yourself from a place where you're holding yourself back to a place where you can move forward now. There's three main things that you need to know. One is, do you have the belief that you can do it? There's so many people out there that want to do a specific thing, and I always ask them, it's like, why aren't you doing it? Why aren't you starting? Why aren't you creating content? Why aren't you doing anything related to that? And a lot of the times a lot of the excuses that people give is, well, I haven't done this yet. I haven't worked this much yet. I don't have this yet. I haven't learned from this person yet. I haven't achieved this yet. Does that matter? No. What matters more is the next thing I'm going to be talking about. But before you go on to that, you need to believe that you can become a coach. Before I was a dating coach, I said I was going to start trying to coach people, and I eventually wanted to become a coach. Later on, I just started calling myself a coach because I've done it, and I started to get clients for free, because the experience that you need is not within yourself, it's actually working with clients. And the way to be able to get testimonials, to get clients, and to actually know what works and what doesn't work is through working with clients and figuring it out. And if you have to work for free, then do it. If you have to work for free, then do it. But the biggest step is knowing that you can do it. You need to identify all of these beliefs that are holding you back. Do you really need to achieve that? There's going to be some professions, like becoming a doctor. There's going to be some things where the certification does matter. But there's going to be other times where there's somebody who's done it without the certification. It's not a professional field, like becoming a doctor, lawyer, or one of these industries where you need to go through the schooling. You can actually do it now, and what's more important is the fact that you get results. Some of the biggest performance coaches didn't have those certifications. Tony Robbins, Brendon Burchard, they didn't have that. Some of the biggest marketers didn't have that either. Napoleon Hill didn't have the experience, but he leveraged the knowledge he gained from other people to write a book. So now identify what's holding you back, and is it really holding you back? Is it a true thing that you need to have to be able to serve this audience and your future clients and your future customers? Or can you start now, and can you get clients for free and start learning what you need to learn? Brings me to my second point. When you figure that out, you need to identify the skills that are absolutely necessary for you to move your audience from where they're stuck to their outcome. And to be honest, you do not need that much information. You could probably read the top books in your industry, take one or two of the top courses, sign up for a bunch of people's email chains inside the industry, and get on their email sequences and their daily newsletters, where you get to learn about your topic. But you can learn it in a fast amount of time. And the biggest thing that you need to be able to do is to be able to teach a person who you're going to be a chapter ahead of. The Catch Me If You Can movie was inspired by a guy who was able to do a lot of amazing things and trick a lot of people. He taught a class at, I believe, Harvard or one of these huge Ivy League schools. And when someone asked him, how are you able to teach this advanced course for teaching people, it was like some like advanced physics or something. How are you able to do that? And he said, all I did was read one chapter ahead of the class. That's all you really need. All you really need is to be able to teach one chapter ahead of the people that you're teaching, and be able to get them that result. If you're working for free, you'll be able to figure out how to do that. And in the same process, you'll be able to get the skills necessary to be able to get someone from point A to point B, from being single to going on their first date, from going on the first date to going on their second date, from going to the second date to getting into a relationship. So that's one of the biggest things, is actually realizing, okay, what are the skills that I actually need to learn, and let me go learn it, but let me not let that hold me back. What is the skill that I need right now to be able to work with a client, to be able to help them move to the next step? Depending on your industry, depending on your business, it could be complex. It may not be that complex. But really sit down and analyze what you need to do, but do not take too much time. Do not take too much time to be able to figure it out. Next, the third thing is experience. You need experience. And I'm not talking about experience working for a huge company. I'm not talking about that type of experience. I'm talking about experience with what you're trying to do or sell in your business. If you're selling dating advice, like me, in dating coaching, one of the biggest things is getting people over fear to be able to go over and start a conversation. Okay, I need more experience in helping guys get through that. So what did I do? I coached people for free. I coached a bunch of my friends. I coached strangers, people who would come up to me and talk to me at bars and clubs. I coached those people for free. I started a podcast documenting everything that I learned, and then some of the best insights that I would get would be people who would email me telling me how the podcast has helped. Do what it takes to get that experience and to know what works. That's what matters more. You going and working for a huge company, that can help because they give you experience in that, but you need to be able to get clients. You need to be able to get clients. Work for free. If you can charge already, charge. But if you can't and you don't have the experience, you don't have the skill set, you don't know what works yet, then you need to get with clients and start providing those services for free and start building up your portfolio of what works and what doesn't work. It was a real learning experience of working with clients for free because I didn't really know what worked, what really just worked for me, and what really just only worked for me, and actually what really works for clients. You are holding yourself back. What is stopping you from starting right now? You can start right now. You can start creating content. You can start making a difference. The question is, will you choose to? Will you choose to keep accepting these beliefs that you can't start yet because of X, Y, Z, because your parents said that you don't have the experience, because somebody else who doesn't even know what they're talking about, doesn't even have their own business, thinks that it's risky for you to even start or do anything? Start now. Get those clients. One of the things that you're probably asking yourself right now is, okay, wait, what happens if I fail with my first client and I can't figure it out? It's perfect. When you work for clients for free, you get to test what is necessary to move the business forward and what actually works. You get to test what actually works. You're gonna go through ups and downs. You're gonna go through things that don't work, methods that don't work, students you can't help. But without that experience, you're not going to be able to know and have the confidence to be able to move forward with your business. You have to be able to suck and be bad and be okay with being bad to be able to be great, to be able to be amazing. There's the old saying, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. You may be asking yourself, well, but I'm not qualified. Who am I to say this? Who am I to coach people? If you can get people the result that they're looking for, you can read books from the top experts that usually will frame out a great plan for how to get somebody from point A to point B, and then start making it your own and get out there and try to figure out how to do it. That's better than trying to go out and I need to have this much status. Well, okay, how much status do you need? What do you need exactly? Why do you need it exactly? Those are all questions you need to start asking and challenging all the preconceived notions and limiting beliefs that you have right now. Why are you holding yourself back? And if this comes off as harsh, it's because I've wasted years of my life trying to figure this out and being convinced by my own beliefs and thoughts that's exactly what I needed to do when I had all the tools that I already needed. I already had the skills that I needed to be able to get clients to where they wanted to go. I improved upon my skills. I learned from the best in the world. I went and got the experience, and that made me a better coach, that made me a better leader, and made me a better business person. But I could have done that at the same time of starting the business and focusing on getting clients first. You may be still a little hesitant. Okay, who's gonna be able to listen to me? One of the things you need to be able to do too is everything that you're learning, you can create content. One of the easiest ways to become an authority online and to be able to help multiple people is to leverage a platform and create your own audience and master that platform and become the authority in there. You'll be helping people on a massive scale, and you'll be able to get results. You'll be able to see what people resonate with your content, and it's a way for you to build up your audience and to be able to get leads you can leverage from later. Now you can feel more comfortable about the skills that you're learning. You start gaining the experience, being able to help a bunch of people and seeing what actually works and what doesn't work. And you're being able to find a way to get clients in the future and find a channel that you're organically creating. That's one way. That's another way to do it. But do not let that take away from the fact you need to find your first 3 paying clients. Ramit Sethi from I Will Teach You to Be Rich talks about this. He talks about you need to find your first 3 paying clients, and when you can find your first 3 paying clients, the first one could be a fluke. But when you get the second and third one, you know you have confirmed an idea that people are willing to pay for and that people are willing to invest in, and you can get feedback from them. That's what your focus should be. You need to be able to figure out how to sell the service, and then when you can sell the service is, can you deliver on the service? And if you can't get there yet, work with free clients until you can figure out a way to get clients consistently to the result that they're looking for. Whatever your niche is, whatever your business is, whatever the services that you provide, can you consistently do it, and can you consistently make it into a business model, into a business that thrives? What I want you to do next is I just want you to start. I want you to start. Stop holding back on these dreams that you've been limiting, and you've been holding yourself back unknowingly, but it feels as though it's true. It feels as though it's real that you have to wait. You don't have to wait. You can figure it out now. Instead of training your mind to figure out that you can't do it, because when you train yourself and you keep telling yourself I can't do it, you're going to find all the different reasons why you can't. Switch to this. Switch it to I can do this. I just need to find a way. When you switch this, you'll now start to figure out all the different ways for you to achieve this and all your different possibilities, and you'll begin to utilize resources that you never knew you had. And this is going to be one of the most powerful skills that you'll ever develop. I hope that helps. What I want you to do now, if you want free training and gifts, you can go to my website at jefflasaria.com and get more training. That's my personal website. Or subscribe to the channel to be notified for my content. If you like the video, and I will talk to you soon. So get out there, take action. Cheers to your legend, and I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.